What is actually going on right now? They have just released a list of the highest win rate characters for My Hero Ultra Rumble on Twitter or X, and let me just say, I was not expecting this. I was not expecting the characters who are in the top 5 to be in the top 5 at all, and I think a lot of them are going to surprise you guys. So in 5th place right now, we have Kirishima. Kirishima is beating out a whole bunch of other characters. That is insane. Okay, so they say this is the ranking of win rates by character. The number 5 highest win rate character is Kirishima. Uses quirk hardening to take on opponents at close range, and they just continue to tell you like he can be obtained in a plus ultra role right now, which is like them self-advertising. But yeah, Kirishima being in the top 5. I know he does massive amounts of damage, but like his range makes him kind of hard to get up and close to people and actually do that damage. So I can see him being there because he is really strong, but I didn't know that he had that high of a win rate. It's actually kind of crazy. And I have some theories about why he's in the top 5. I'll talk about those here at the end, but let's go ahead and take a look at the 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st place characters for My Hero Ultra Rumble in terms of win rates. So the 4th place character is Deku. You might have thought he would be in the top 3, but no, 4th place is where he sits, and that's fair. I think he is a decent all-around character, and they kind of say the same thing. Deku is a solid all-rounder, capable of fighting foes and rescuing friends with great mobility. I would agree. He has pretty good maneuverability with his Black Whip. He can pick up and rescue friends. He does good damage from a distance with his air cannon. So he's a solid all-around character in my opinion. I agree with that. Him being in 4th place, it seems fair to me, and that one's not too much of a surprise. The next character though, this is kind of surprising to me that she is not higher. Sue is in 3rd place. I expected her to be like 2nd or 1st place, but 3rd place is fine. And she has the 3rd highest win rate. Use camouflage to slip past your opponents and go in for the takedown. I don't know if that's the best advertisement for her because like her camouflage is good, but you know, her tongue, her alpha is the crazy thing that just lets her get around the map so quickly. But Sue being in 3rd place, I'll take it. She's actually really good. Everybody's been saying she's broken, right? But she's only in 3rd place, right? She can't be that broken. But I would say she's still broken. We'll talk about why she is actually still broken and why these rankings are kind of maybe a little bit skewed. Okay, so we'll talk about that here in a minute. In 2nd place, we have Mount Lady. Okay, she is the 2nd highest win rate character. Grow to gigantic size and rampage across the battlefield with wide range, high powered attacks. You know, this one did surprise me a lot. Like a lot. Like so much, but not as much as the 1st place character surprised me. So you ready for this? The 1st place character, you're probably thinking in your head right now, oh, it's gonna be Bakugo or it's gonna be Todoroki. Nah. The 1st place character with the highest win rate is All Might? What? Nani? What? It makes no sense, right? The symbol of peace ranked 1st. Smash your opponents with the power of One for All. So I have a theory. I could be wrong about how this happened. How did All Might end up as the number 1 win rate character? How did Mount Lady end up as the number 2 win rate character over characters like Sue, over characters like Bakugo and Todoroki, who, by the way, didn't even rank in the top 5? Okay, so here's my theory. You have a lot more people playing characters like Bakugo and Todoroki. You have less people playing characters like Sue because she's difficult. You definitely have a lot less people playing characters like All Might because you can only play him through rental tickets or if you have completed your special pass. Now, I know a lot of people are getting to the point where they have completed their special pass, but if you take the casual player or the person who's new to the game, they probably haven't been playing All Might a ton. Okay, and so that's a lot less players playing that character. Meaning, because there are less players playing All Might, the amount of players that do play him are probably getting more wins. Hopefully that makes sense, meaning that he would have the highest win rate. The thing about them saying All Might has the highest win rate is they don't say if it's like based on a percentage or if they averaged it out between all the characters or anything like that. They didn't give us any details, right? So I'm gonna guess that it's, based on just like a percentage that they came up with, like All Might has a 70% win rate, but they're not looking at the percentage of players who are actually playing that character, right? So that's why All Might ended up in first. That is the same reason Mount Lady ended up in second, and then Tsu in third, Deku in fourth, and Kirishima in fifth. I believe it would be something like that. So Mount Lady being in second was the other thing that surprised me after All Might. How does Mount Lady, a character that is now a big target for everybody because now they understand to just target her when she's giant, right? End up with the second highest win rate. I think it has a lot to do with the launch of the game. At the launch of the game, we had so many people literally just playing the game for Mount Mommy, and a lot of people were doing really, really well on the character, and everyone was like scared of her. She was like a raid boss, right? They didn't know how to deal with her. As we get further into the game, more people have learned how to deal with her, and I bet you since like week 1 to week 5 where we're at right now, her win rate has actually dropped significantly, but I think it's still really high from the initial week 1, keeping her in that second place spot. That would be my guess for Mount Lady. Tsu being here, once again, third place. I would say she has like a medium pool of people who will actually play her. Not too many people playing her, not too little, and that's kind of why she got the third place spot. She is a relatively difficult character to play, but very rewarding if you can play her correctly, and most people who are going to play her hopefully are playing her correctly and able to get the wins, and then her instant revive is just really, really good. Deku being in fourth place, that one actually makes sense. He is a really good all-rounder, right? And then Kirishima, this one did kind of surprise me. He's beating out many other characters, but I could see it because now that they have buffed him, I feel like a lot of people started switching over to Kirishima when the buffs came through about a week or two ago, and because he had those buffs that made him harder, that gave him extra ability to fly across the map with his beta skill. I think those things really helped buff Kirishima, got a lot of people into playing Kirishima, and thereby raised his win rate. So now the question is, why do we not see Bakugo or Todoroki up here? And I just gotta say, I feel like if they took the average amount of players and like figured out how many players play these characters, you would see that you have some players that are definitely dragging down Bakugo and Todoroki's win rates. Okay, that would be my guess, but maybe that's just my copium. Let me know if it's copium in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. Do you agree or disagree? Obviously, these numbers are exactly right from somewhere, but like, do you agree with my reasoning or do you disagree? Down in the comments below. If you guys enjoyed the video, please go down there, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and thank you guys for watching. Peace.